After 78, something shifts. It's not loud. It doesn't happen in a single moment. But suddenly you wake up one morning and feel the weight of time pressing down like never before. The world keeps spinning, yet you feel still. People talk to you slower, as if your ears have aged faster than your mind. Some days, even your own hands don't feel like they belong to you anymore. And what's worse, no one talks about it. No one prepares you for this stage. Society glorifies youth and achievement, but leaves you alone with your memories when the applause fades. But let me tell you something. This isn't the end of your story. This is the most honest chapter yet. This is where illusions fall away and what's real comes to light. You've given the world your energy, your time, your love. Now it's time to give yourself something rare. Truth. In this video, we're going to uncover 4 brutal but essential truths every senior over 78 needs to hear. Not to scare you, but to set you free, to open your eyes, to help you claim the wisdom that only age can bring. So if you're ready to confront the uncomfortable, if you want to live these final decades with dignity, clarity, and strength, keep watching. What you're about to hear might shake you, but it just might save you too. Number 1. The invisible wall, how isolation quietly destroys your spirit. Loneliness after 78 doesn't show up with fanfare. It tiptoes in. One friend stops calling, a child gets busier, the world moves on, and before you realize it, your days are filled with silence, and your evenings echo with absence. But here's the shocking truth. Loneliness is more dangerous than smoking 15 cigarettes a day. That's not poetry, it's science. According to a Harvard study, chronic isolation increases your risk of heart disease, stroke, depression, and even early death. And yet, most seniors normalize it. You tell yourself, I don't want to bother anyone, or people have their own lives. Slowly you begin to withdraw, not because you want to, but because you feel you must. But let me ask you this. When did silence become your new normal? Here's the truth you need to hear. You are not meant to disappear. Connection is not a luxury, it's a lifeline. That 5-minute call with your granddaughter, that cup of tea with your neighbor, that church gathering you almost skipped, those aren't small things. Those are your soul's oxygen. And if no one is reaching out to you, then you become the one who reaches. Send the text, make the call, smile first. Don't wait to be invited. Invite yourself into life. Because isolation is not just the absence of people, it's the absence of purpose. And the more you feed it, the more invisible you become. Not just to others, but to yourself. Break the wall. Your spirit depends on it. Number 2, the lie of the burden. Why hiding your struggles is hurting everyone. I don't want to be a burden. If you've said this, you're not alone. It's one of the most common and most dangerous sentiments seniors whisper to themselves. You feel your body changing. You need help with groceries, maybe even bathing. But instead of asking, you hold it all in. You suffer in silence. You smile through pain and pretend everything's fine. Why? Because society has convinced you that needing help is weakness, that if you ask for support, you're somehow less valuable, less independent, less worthy. But here's the harsh truth. This lie is killing connection. When you hide your needs, you're not protecting others. You're creating distance. You're robbing your children of the chance to show up for you. You're denying your friends and caregivers the gift of meaningful service. You think you're sparing them, but you're shutting them out. Let me offer this shift. When your child was sick as a baby, did you think they were a burden? Number you cared for them out of love. Now the roles have reversed. Let them love you through this phase. Let them feel the reward of giving back. This isn't just about surviving after 78. It's about awakening. It's about finding strength not in your steps, but in your stillness. Not in what you do, but in who you are. You are a keeper of stories, a living legacy, a light for generations still searching in the dark. So don't shrink, don't hide, don't let the world silence your wisdom. If this video spoke to your soul, share it. There's another senior out there, sitting alone, wondering if they still matter. Be the bridge. Comment below. Tell us your story, your regrets, your truths. Let this community be your voice, and subscribe if you want to keep walking this journey with strength, clarity, and courage. Because after 78, your time isn't over. Your truth is just beginning. Being helped isn't a burden. It's an opportunity for love to evolve. When you say, "I'm okay," even when you're not, you're wearing a mask. And masks create loneliness, not protection. Take it off, say the truth. Let others in, because you are not a burden. You are a blessing in human form, a story, a mentor, a legacy. And your vulnerability is not weakness. It's courage in its purest form. Number 3, regrets mirror, the wounds that still whisper in the dark. At 78, time becomes a mirror, and not all reflections are kind. You look back on life and see the regrets, the things you didn't do, the people you lost, the words you wish you had spoken or never had. And that pain, it doesn't shout, it whispers in quiet moments. What if? You may try to suppress it, numb it with routine, but regret has a way of resurfacing, doesn't it? It creeps in when you're alone, when a familiar song plays, when you pass by that old cafe. And here's the truth, you can't change the past, but you can change how you live with it. Regret becomes poison only when we let it define us. But when faced head-on, regret becomes your teacher. Ask yourself, what is it still trying to teach me? Maybe it's to reconnect with a lost friend. Maybe it's to finally tell someone you love them. Or maybe it's to forgive yourself. Because here's the gold most people miss. At 78, you have unparalleled clarity. You've lived, you've felt, you've learned. That wisdom gives you the power to create meaning out of what once felt like failure. Write the letter, make the call, apologize, forgive, or simply speak the truth to someone who needs to hear it. You may not have decades ahead, but you do have moments. And one honest moment can rewrite the story you tell yourself about your entire life. Regret doesn't need to haunt you. Let it guide you. Let it set you free. Number 4, the strength beneath the struggle, embracing a body that's slowing down. There's no easy way to say it. Aging is hard. Your legs don't move like they used to. Your back aches in places you never noticed before. Your hands tremble. Stairs feel like mountains. And with every physical decline, a little part of your identity starts to shake. You used to be the strong one, the one people leaned on. And now you're leaning on canes, on others, on memories of your younger self. It hurts, but let's be honest. You are not your body. Your body is the vessel, but your essence, your soul, your spirit, that's timeless. Here's the beautiful paradox. While your body may weaken, your inner self grows stronger. This stage of life invites you to slow down, and in that slowing, to go deeper. You see life for what it really is. You appreciate silence. You understand love more than ever. You don't chase, you reflect. This is the power of presence. You don't need to run to be powerful. You need to sit fully in the moment, to cherish the breeze, the flavor of tea, the sound of your grandson's laughter. These are not small things. These are life's essence. Yes, take care of your body, stretch gently, eat well, rest. But don't mourn your youth, honor it. Celebrate that this worn-out body has carried you through decades of storms and sunshine. Your scars, proof you lived. Your wrinkles, evidence of laughter and sorrow, of life fully tasted. So next time you look in the mirror, don't see decline, see depth. Because your body may slow, but your spirit was built to rise. Conclusion. These are not the fading years. These are the wisdom years. A time when truth becomes your greatest companion. When silence speaks louder than noise. When the soul finally begins to breathe. You've learned that isolation is not peace. That the fear of being a burden only creates distance. That regret can teach you if you let it. And that while your body slows down, your spirit grows stronger than ever.